Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. It's me, Unit 102 Alpha here. Alright, so, I am once again back with more NieR Automata. Now, yesterday, we managed to progress further in the arena battles, and we largely just focused on grinding out several of our weapons up yesterday. We didn't progress the story at all. So, that's kind of like a grace period. But today is different. Today is the day that we finally finish out Route C and or Route D, depending on the choice we make. And as a result, we will probably bear witness to one of two endings. And needless to say, we'll probably iron out a few more joke endings before everything's all said and done, and maybe even max out a couple more weapons. Maybe. Just maybe. Alright. Let's just get right on into this then. Alright, we are loading game. City Ruins Cave. Start game. Alright. Let me look at our weapons. We're at 97% of the weapons, so that's obviously good. We're only missing one set of weapons, and I covered what that was yesterday. Now, for those of you who may have missed, I essentially need to be at level 99 in order to try and get my hands on that weapon, because the boss guarding it is a level 99. But yeah. So many of our weapons are at level 4 now, it's good. We still need to upgrade Faith, Phoenix Dagger, Ancient Overlord, Type Free Sword. Yep, that's it for our small swords. Then large swords, we've got Phoenix Sword, Type Free Blade, Machine Axe. Spears, we've got Phoenix Lance, Beast Curse, Cruel Arrogance, Machine Spear, that's a few more. Combat Bracers, we still need to upgrade Angel's Folly, Demon's Cry. And then we need to get our hands on the Emil heads and upgrade them. But again, that entails us facing off against the level 99 Emil boss down in that cave beneath the city ruins. Oh. Okay, so it's probably going to see us. Oh, maybe not. Alright, remote control. Hey, that's actually pretty fast. Now, can these things climb walls by any chance? That's the bubble gun model. Give me that machine leg. Oh, you're telling me I can't go any further this way. Got it. Fair enough. Dented plates, severed cables. Don't need them right now, I don't imagine. Alright, now I need my flashlight function. Nice and easy. Alright. I need to change my weapon. There we go. What's all this then? I never noticed any of that lying around here before. Man, check this guy. He's just stuck in a wall. Oh, well, now you're unstuck. Right. Alright, get ready. That was easy. And check that out. There's another little machine there. Another little machine. Yeah, we are off to the final resource recovery unit. Now that thing's all the way over at the amusement park. You know, pod programs are kind of overpowered.
Report. Affinity increased. Proposal. Continue to provide care for this pod.
Alright then. Alright, there we go, another machine down. Man, I am one-shotting all of these guys. The roller coaster still shows up. Ugh. All those zombie robots puking all over the place. Ugh.
Hello. This is the Resource Recovery Unit. Now activating defense mode.
Over and over.
Yep. Over. And over.
That language again.
This reads God Box.
God, huh? What are these machines doing talking about gods?
Performance at regular intervals appreciated. Report. Affinity increased.
Alright. We've entered the final resource recovery unit, the God Box.
Pod, why did the machines attack
Oh.
Pascal's village? Aren't they all the same?
Unknown.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you helpful?
Proposal.
Hey, welcome,
Unit
Heat
82
Haze
should
Gaming.
gather
Of all
further data
androids
on the
now,
current state of
9S
machine
is the
learning.
angriest. Indeed he is.
Huh?
We've got some very exciting news for everyone today. There's only one lock left to remove from the tower cell. And in order to retain for your faithful patrons, whoever dismantles the final substance will earn a special prize. Good luck!
The hell was that?
Large structural unit of machine lifeform origin activated to the east.
A large what now? What the heck is going on around here?
Unknown.
Well, let's go check out this large structural unit.
Eh. Alright, let me change my plug-in chipset. Because I am not gonna need the hacking chips. Oh, here we go. It's the records of the descent mission. I remember this. Part 1. We're gonna do all the parts at once. My name is Anemone, and I lead the android resistance. This is a record of the battles I've experienced, and my losses. I leave it here as a warning to myself. The machine life form attack lands far too close for comfort. I smell an acrid odor and know that some of my hair has been singed off. Anemone, retreat for now. That's an order. It's my captain, Rose. I obey her without hesitation, running from the front as soon as I take out a few nearby enemies. Feet flying beneath me, I leap into the hastily built trench where my resistance comrades are gathered. How many battles is this game? The same sights and sounds, the same struggle of attrition. My resistance forces play the same war on repeat with no end in sight. I don't even remember why we're fighting anymore. But I must continue regardless. I must continue until one side or the other is dead. This looks bad, Shion. What should we do? Calm down, Lily. We'll find an opening somewhere. You don't search for an opening, you make one. Dahlia, wait! I grab Dahlia's arm before she can flee the trench and turn to Rose. She brought us here after all. She must have a plan of some kind. As the enemy horde closes in, Rose simply squints off in the distance. There's been a change in enemy movements, she says finally. Someone just started fighting over there. That's not possible, stammers Margaret. We're out here. Margaret's right. There are only 9 of us left capable of fighting the machines. Captain Rose, Gerbera, Lily, Sonia, Erica, Margaret, Shion, Dahlia, and me, Anemone. They're all named after flowers. We're all that's left of the 8th Descent Forces. The one that took place roughly 200 years ago. The uneasy Sonia pulls Shion close and chews on a loose strand of hair. I don't like it, she says. What if it's some kind of machine trap? I wait for a while, heart pounding until I hear the enemy fire lessen. Okay, so this looks like our chance. Let's pull back. Someone's fighting out there, Anemone, cries Dahlia. We can't abandon them. Oh, so you want to risk all of our lives for some stranger? Come on. We don't even know if this mystery fighter is on our side or... It's not what I said. Enough, you two, barks Shion. Captain makes a final decision on this. After Shion speaks, all of us turn to Captain Rose. She looks us in the eyes and nods slowly before starting to speak. Gerbera, the enemy is heading towards the explosives we set up early. Yes. Gerbera thinks for a moment. Now that you mention it, yeah, they are. slight smile crosses Rose's face, yet she still seems perfectly composed. Good. And if this goes well, we might be able to take them all out. I want all of you to leave this trench and get to those explosives, says Rose. We'll let the blast take out most of them, then clean up the stragglers. Identifying our unknown mystery fighters can wait until we're done. No one objects to the captain's decision. The moment she issues the order, we all leap from the trench as one and re-enter the fray. When we reach the battle, we find what appears to be another set of androids, dressed in strange black outfits. Before they even know what's happening, we detonate the explosives, kill the remaining machines, and turn our guns in their direction. Alright, I say to the strangers. Start talking. Easy, says one of the mystery androids. We're on your side. We're new models rolled out as part of something called Project Yorha. Really? I say. We haven't heard anything about new models. I probably speak with more bluster than necessary, but I have to make sure they're actually on our side. I don't think they're lying, necessarily, but I can't read their expressions thanks to the giant goggles they wear. And frankly, a little caution never goes amiss in the middle of a war. We learn that the 4 androids refer to each other as Number 2, Number 4, Number 16, and Number 21. They also aren't in a hurry to share much more. Our mission is top secret, one of them says. That's why you haven't heard about us yet. I slowly draw my knife and attempt to gauge their reaction. So in other words, no one will know any better if I kill you right now? Stand down, Anemone, says Rose, softly. No, cries Zoe. She's right. We've all seen how quickly the enemy is evolving. Who's to say these 4 aren't machines that just look human? My companions nod in agreement. This damn war has made us all suspicious. Learn to strangers. Number 16, I believe, draws a long knife from its sheath. If it's a fight you want, she says, I'm happy to give it to you. Before I can respond, Dahlia leaps in front of me with her weapon at the ready. This is it. We're going to fight. But just before the battle can erupt, the android called Number 2 steps forward. Wait, she says. There used to be 16 of us, says Number 2, but the others died during the descent. We're isolated and alone out here. Reinforcements aren't coming. And that means we have to finish this mission with the soldiers we have left. We don't need more enemies right now. What we need is allies. She finishes this speech with a soft sigh, as if trying and failing to hold her emotions in check. Hey, welcome, D-Cross. Alright, you shared the stream and you comment to everybody that we're live. Alright, they haven't replied yet? Okay, good. Thank you for sharing. I know that sort of voice. It's the voice of someone who still has hope, despite all the odds. Resistance. Rose. Resistance? I said, we're doing this all in one go. Alright, I do apologize for any lag you may be experiencing. Hey, welcome Rockstar Gustavo. How are you doing? This is your first time catching the stream. Glad you could be here. Alright. Now, I've got a lot of reading to do here before we continue the story. This is a side bit of lore related to some of the androids. According to the Yorha team, there's an enemy server beneath Mount Kala. If we can take it out, we might finally gain some ground in this endless war. But in order for that to happen, we need to work together. After a bit of thought, Rose decides to throw in with the new models. Glad to hear you're doing alright. It's a relationship that changes as time goes on. What are you doing, Dahlia? Just showing this idiot how weak she is, replies a winded Dahlia. Ha! Wheezes her opponent, number 16. You're obviously outmatched. The two of them are taking turns hitting each other. It seems friendly enough, as those things go. Plus, they've been doing it for so long now that both of them are out of energy. They likely couldn't punch through a piece of paper at this point. The rest of the group stares at the combatants and tries not to grin. Dahlia and number 16 seem to butt heads over the smallest little things. Maybe it's because they're so much alike. It's almost annoying how quickly muscleheads learn to like one another. The rest of us converse as Dahlia and 16 continue to spar. We call each other by names that I gave us, explains Rose. I see, responds number 4. I thought it strange that you didn't use code numbers. She nods while she speaks, as though this all makes perfect sense. Suddenly, Captain Rose breaks out into a wide grin. You know what? She says. I think we should give all of you names as well. No, says number 2. It would be a waste. Rose eyes her warily. A waste? You can name me when the mission is over, she replies, as blush rises in her cheeks. I could tell her words also served as a wish for success. Alright, responds Rose. I'll think of a name for you by then. She knows this is a fleeting promise, as most such things are, but it doesn't matter. Already I can see us growing closer to the Yorha team. Well, my friends are growing closer to them, at least. You're all being careless, I state, much louder than I intend. Luckily, the others either don't hear or decide to ignore it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not about to go against the captain's judgment. But it doesn't mean I'm ready to just lie down and trust our new friends. Ours is a solitary existence that has long since been abandoned by the moon. No matter how they cried, mourned, or struggled, the voices of our departed comrades went unanswered. So how can you trust an entire squad of new models that you just met? What's wrong, Anemone? I hear Lily calling to me. She's likely concerned about me being apart from the rest of the group. Nothing, I begin. Before I can complete my thought, Lily suddenly opens her mouth and emits a terrible scream. Lily's scream echoes throughout the entire camp. It's heartbreaking. It's agony. It's horrible. She's infected, screams Rose. Lily's infected. We all draw weapons out of instinct. As much as anything else, pointing them at our comrade as she continues to scream and scream and scream. We all know what's happening. We've seen it before. It's a logic virus. A machine weapon that hijacks android systems and overwrites their data. And since there's no known cure, it's also a death sentence. I need to show her mercy. I need to set her free. My finger rests on the trigger, yet I hesitate. Before I can make that final, fateful decision, I hear a voice rise up from somewhere behind me. Oh. Stop! You can't do this! You can't just let your friend die! It's number 21. The girl I thought to be cool and composed beyond all measure was now pleading with me to spare Lily's life. What do I do? What the hell do I do? Lily said you were like a family to her. You can't abandon family. Not before you exhaust every possibility. What can you do, then? I'll use my power to erase the virus. That's impossible. Rose spat out what we were all thinking, but before we can act, Lily starts to send nearby comrades flying with impossible strength. I've seen infected androids before. I know how much damage they can do once the virus turns off their limiters. They'll fight, until they're utterly destroyed. Dahlia and number 16 rush into the fray, trying to suppress their former friend, but she swats them away like flies. How many of us have been infected now? How many friends have I been forced to put down? The heart I'm not supposed to have aches with the thought. It aches as I remember all of the identification numbers that have been retired. When did I start giving them names? When did I decide I simply couldn't endure it any longer? Initiating reprogramming sequence. That voice, number 21, she's screaming something about reprogramming? I don't know what to do. I am lost. As my vision slowly clears, I see number 21 inputting commands into her terminal, while number 2 and number 4 hold her down. They hold her as she writhes, and Rose stares at me with surprise. No. I'm holding Lily, too. Archive obtained. Yorha Gunner 16, Yorha Scanner 21, and Yorha Attacker 4. Part free. '14th Machine War. Pearl Harbor Descent. The name of the mission entrusted to the Yorha soldiers. Alright, you'll be back, you'll get something to eat. Alright. Was there ever such furious gunfire? Such bombings that continue without pause? Our target is the machine server under Mount Kala, and our situation is dire. We need reinforcement. Requesting deployment at once. Number 2 speaks quickly, yet calmly, which is all the more remarkable considering the hostile army closing in on our position. The command center in the orbiting satellite informs us no reinforcements will be forthcoming. We are abandoned. We are alone. It's so easy to do from up there. From the satellite. From the moon. I'll do whatever is necessary, says Lily with a grim smile. Dahlia and Margaret quickly nod in agreement, as does number 16. They decided to join the rear guard, staying behind to be our shield, even though it comes at the cost of their own lives. Regardless, they all agreed without hesitation. For we in the vanguard would be joining them in death soon enough. Without another word, we turn our backs on each other and take up positions. We know this is the end. Dahlia and the others will buy us time to reach the gate at Kala's Peak. Beyond that lies an elevator, and beyond that is the server. If we can destroy it, we'll deal a devastating blow to the machine life forms throughout the Pacific region. As I notice number 21 scowling at the elevator, I start to have a bad feeling about the final stage of our mission. Go on, she says, I've got this. We crowd into the elevator as she begins hacking the terminal. She doesn't need to tell us what's happening. It's clear that the elevator won't descend all the way to the server unless someone stays behind to control it. Enemies incoming. They're almost on us. As I speak, I suddenly find myself leaping from the elevator and taking up a position at number 21's side, almost as if my body is out of my control. Something is wrong. Something... I'll back up number 21, I cry. The rest of you, take out that server. The doors close on my friends. The last thing I see is the face of my captain, Rose. She looks concerned. But then the doors shut, and she is no more. That was the last time I ever saw them. That's alright. I'm gonna finish this, one way or the other. The only sounds we hear are distant explosions and the rasp of number 21's breathing. Thank you, she whispers, for staying with me. I look at her eyes and see the telltale red of a logic virus infection. I was right after all. I sigh softly as I draw my weapon. I've seen comrades infected before. That's why I couldn't leave her to die alone. The vaccine she gave Lily is already ineffective. The enemy has evolved. They've studied number 21's patterns and developed a new resistance. No one can save her now. When the elevator reaches the server, begins number 21 weakly. And I'll give you peace, I reply. The elevator moves ever lower, creating a countdown on number 21's life. How much time has passed? How much can possibly be left? Too long to wait, yet not long enough for regret. A massive explosion echoes in the distance as the hall slowly shakes. It's the final act of Lily and the others in rear guard. They just overloaded their own fusion reactors. The sound of our comrade's demise slowly fades from our ears. As it does, number 21 reaches up and slowly removes her goggles. I'm glad I got to meet you, she says. Her eyes are so red, but not completely. There's still a little of herself left. And while it is... Don't worry, I say. I'll be with you soon. She smiles as my words reach her ears. As soon as the elevator touches down, I fire a bullet into number 21's brain. I watch the thing that used to be her tumble to the ground. I stare at the gun I hold in trembling hands. I press it to my temple. This will end it all. The war, my meaningless existence, all of it. It will finally be over. Unforgivable. 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 Your comrades sacrifice themselves and fight to the last breath. They feel suffering. They feel sadness. They feel pain and terror. And yet you would surrender now? Unforgivable. The voice is a battlefield curse, telling those who survive to see their mission through, no matter what. It is another me crying out. I scream at the top of my lungs and race down the hall. I'll show you. If you're going to push me, I'll show you. You'll only be satisfied if it ends with more killing. I leap into the fray with weapons in both hands. Here I am. Here I am. Kill me! As I scream, an explosion suddenly rises up and sweeps everything away. A soft wind touches my cheek. I smell fire. I smell ash. The explosion in the server room was powerful enough to take out Mount Kala itself, reducing the once proud summit to a smoking crater. The machines immediately drop to the ground and stop moving. I look out over the scorched earth. Lily? Number 16? Rose? Number 2? Are any of you? I am the only one left. The only one. I was alive because I had been afraid to die. I began to giggle. It's a mad thing, praised, even to my own ears. I'll join you soon. You promised to join her soon. How could I have said such vain, laughable words? Such lies? I laugh. I stand in the smoke, in the flame, and laugh, until I think my very throat will tear itself in two. I blink. Daylight drifts through the smoke. I've been standing here all night. My laughter finally depleted. I force myself to my feet. I'm the coward who stayed behind. The coward who lived. Now it's my job to carry on the will of those who fought at my side. Since I can't kill myself, I have to fight until someone does it for me. I'll endure every hardship. I'll kill every machine I find. This is my cross to bear. I walk slowly into the west, dragging my broken body along. And I think this ends the descent mission. Yep. Number 16. Number 21. Number 4. I'm sorry, I'm still alive. Oh man. That is deep. That's both Anemone and A2's backstory. They both survived, but their comrades did not. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of chip fusion here before we continue. We've got a nice weapon attack up chip that we can use. It's a black diamond chip, so that's what we want. Heal drops, we need that. Oh, we definitely need that. Ooh, more drop rate. Ooh, critical up. We can fuse that now. Perfect. Now I can fuse that. And this will help sort out my chip storage. There we go, we're optimized. But, thing is, what I also need to do... welcome back! Alright, so what we need to do is finish up... Well, what we really need to do is modify our chip plugins, because we've just now... Alright. Alright, we'll plug in a weapon attack there, and... what else can we plug in? Actually, let's go with... Now, I'm going to save my progress, because that's just what you do after doing something like that. We've already experienced quite a bit of lore, and we also managed to get some chip fusion out of the way. So, we're going to manage plug-in chips for Type A, but we also need to go back and modify Type C later on. We're going to customize this. We're going to grab our equipped chips, and we're just going to remove all the ones that we currently have in use, and we're going to optimize. Not auto setup, of course, manual setup. Let's see. I don't have anything else that I can do for movement speed, by the looks of it. But what we do have is a nice little XP gain chip that we can put in there. Actually, let's grab this, let's grab... I'd say max HP up and maybe another offensive heal. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that actually looks real good. You got... Oh! Hey, you can't go wrong with a classic peanut butter jelly sandwich. Always a good choice to have. Right. Here we go. That's another machine smashed into scrap metal.
Alert. Excessive combat activity will put unacceptable strain on your body.
Shut up!
Negative. This support unit is assigned to Yorha Unit 9S. As such, being concerned for said unit's well-being is a requirement.
Whatever.
See, Pod's concerned for his safety. But he's not having it. He's set on crashing out. There we go, another machine smashed into scrap metal. We are continuing up the resource recovery unit. Now, we are not stopping until every single machine is destroyed. Let's see, that's another one that I could insert. Actually, let's go with the equipped chips. We are going to start removing some of these other chips that we don't need. Let's go with the biggest ones first. Weapon attack up +5, then 4. Then we're going to plug critical in there, and shockwave, melee defense, max HP, offensive heal. Now we're going to plug in a, I think deadly heal will work, then auto heal. Now we're going to plug in support. Stun. Combust. Death Rattle for giggles. I wonder if weapon attack up fits. Nope, we'd need one that's a cost of 4 to slot in there. And we don't have that. Oh wait, we do. Max HP, basic one, there we go. Alright, I want to check my plug-in chip. We have Type C, so we are completely ready to go. There we go. Bring it on, machines. Man, we are just butchering these little robots. Hold on. Alright, we're finally up on these guys' level. So, let's take them out. Alright, we're getting close to the top of the resource recovery unit. Alright, are you guys ready for this? Oh no, not this part.
Model 210.
No.
Operator?
Not my operator, no.
Oh no. So this operator model is...
Affirmative. Operator 210. Volunteered to undergo Type B equipment transition during previous descent. Sent to front lines as Unit 21B. Recorded as missing in action 4 hours later.
It's a boss fight, and it's a really sad one at that. Especially if you did the data analysis freak side quest in Route B. This makes this fight even sadder. Operator. No.
Operator!
Coordinate data. Location specified. Please keep. Return. Mission related. One. Affirmation. Suffice.
Shit.
Family to be with. Please. Kill. Just wanting a family. I was so lonely. I wanted to be with Ines.
It's alright. It's alright. Because I'm going to kill you! A2.
2B told me. She told me she wanted you to become a good person.
To me about 2B!
Alright, I apologize for any lag that you might be experiencing.
Where'd he go?
Analysis. Your high unit 9S is still alive. Quick.
Oh no, not these little guys. I remember them from the start of Route B. No.
How many androids do you think you've killed? You think begging for your lives will help? You think that's going to make me forget everything?
Well, and that's Operator 210 dead, and that's the machine we saw at the start of Route B dead too. Now, a little bit of context for you guys who might not have been there for the data analysis freak side quest. So, back during Route B, we got a side quest from Operator 210. She was researching families, and eventually she wondered what it would be like if androids had a similar social structure. And what she meant by she wanted to be with 9S is that she wanted to essentially adopt him and take care of him like a son, and she would, in a sense, be his mother. That's what she wanted. But, as you saw, tragedy has prevented that from happening. Yep. Alright. So we've got Pod 042 initiating contact between himself and Pod 153. What is the matter, Pod 042? This protocol is not an interface intended for conversational use. Acknowledged. However, this pod has a confidential transmission for Pod 153. Understood. Begin transmission. An error has been detected in the transmission network between Pod 042 and Pod 153. Hypothesis. Said error is fragmented data caused by deterioration of the transmission environment. It may be so. However, it may also not be so. Message unclear. Clarification requested. After repeated information exchanges between multiple pods, an unexpected phenomenon has occurred. We pods have developed unusually protective feelings toward support targets 2B, A2, and 9S. Query. Could this be our will? Unknown. The definition of will is unclear. Will is the question of whether pods are capable of their own self-determination. Even if it were possible, such actions cannot be abided. Successful mission fulfillment is all that matters. Whatever the case, we tactical support units have a duty to see this through to the end. Duty? Heh. You sounded like an android just there. Agreed. But just as androids are influenced by humans, so are we tied to our creators. Perhaps. Pod 042. Pod 153. Do not die. The concept of death has no meaning to tactical support units. However, your expression of concern is appreciated. I also hope that you do not die, Pod 042. Yeah.
Physical check complete. Memory check complete.
Alright, so, okay.
Maintenance mode complete.
Understood.
Yorha Unit 9S.
Alright, hopefully everything goes over.
Good morning, 9S.
Am I...
Analysis. The enemy structural unit collapsed during battle. Unit 9S suffered damage from the fall and was placed in emergency suspend mode. Fall location was deemed too dangerous, thus said unit was transported to current location. All system checks and reactivation complete.
Operator.
Operator model 210 is deceased. Black box signal not found.
Oh. Situation report.
Tower access authentication key acquired. The required number of authentication keys have been acquired. The tower is now open for investigation.
Good.
Alright, so we're headed off to the tower. But first, I want to see if the side quest is available, because we need to finish that first. Gathering keepsakes, so let's finish that first. Oh.
To be. I'm not quite sure what it means to mourn. Or even if we have a soul to concern ourselves with. But I hope you're at rest, 2B. Sweet dreams. I'll be with you before long.
Damn it. You heard what he said at the end, right? This is my second time doing this side quest, and it still hurts. I had to cry just a little there. Damn you, Yoko Taro, for making me cry again. But on the opposite side of the same coin, thank you, Yoko Taro, for making characters meaningful enough to cry over the death of. Alright, we're gonna pop over to the Resistance camp one last time. And then, we're gonna head up to the tower. We're also gonna knock out a couple joke endings. Man. Alright, so we don't have any chips to fuse just yet. Alright. Okay. We're gonna save progress again. And now, we're gonna make our way up to the tower. Wait, is that Emil speeding around? Yep, it is. It's our boy. Oh, there he is.
Welcome!
I love this boy. He's so sweet. And this shop music is so catchy.
The customer is always right at a meal super shop. Whoops, I didn't even...
Alright. Oh, it's an Emil mask. Okay, okay. Meh. Alright, this is the final one. Alright. Alright, a quick little run outside. Okay, got it.
Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the sun units. That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower. We look forward to serving you.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising.
Then we have Emil's happy music playing in the background for this.
Access to tower.
Out of my way! Damn it! They won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Oh, allied signal. There they are. Yafala and Popola.
You?
Nice. We've been expecting you. The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Now, one of the joke endings we can get is by fighting until there's nothing left.
What are you talking about?
Come on, Nines. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside. We've got this, 9S. You just focus on hacking.
And there's Emil in the background. We've got such happy music to fight to. It's funny. It's trying to go to a Song of the Ancients atonement for Devila and Popola, but Emil's music is just completely overriding it. Oh, that is just rich. Damn it, Emil. Way to ruin the moment.
I can't do this anymore! Ah!
Alright, there we go. That's the joke ending. 9S decided not to hack the tower in order to help Devila and Popola. It was a nice fight, but they all ended up getting killed anyway. Reckless bravery. That's ending V. Ending V, folks. Alright, we are going to continue because, yeah. Thanks! Thanks, Rockstar Gustavo. I'm glad you're enjoying this. But yeah, that's ending V. So the thing about NieR Automata here is that there are 26 possible endings to this game. One for each and every letter of the alphabet. Now, out of all the endings, there are only 5 main endings. Endings A, B, C, D, and lastly, ending E. Endings F through Z are all joke endings. And you can get them at various points throughout the routes, but they're all kind of funny, the joke endings. Like ending V. We decided to fight alongside Devila and Popola to help them fight off the machines, but it's a nice fight, but we all ended up getting killed anyway. Now there's another joke ending that we can get during the exact same sequence. Now this one isn't as nice. In fact, this joke ending is quite inconsiderate. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back down to the tower entrance. Yeah, I mean, this game came out back in 2017, but man, does it still hold up to this day. It's still one of a kind. It's still a masterpiece. Like, it's good. It's a game that, it's a must-play in my book. Alright, so that's one key opened. We're getting close to unlocking a tower. Now we're just going to easily sweep through that. This is the last one. Here we are. We're going to hack into this terminal, and here we go. Like a pro. And there we go. We're all done.
Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the subunits. That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the
Now we're gonna hack the tower again.
We look forward to serving you.
Alert.
Now,
Enemy
unfortunately
culture
for
level
us,
rising.
the machines are
Pilots
gonna,
most likely
once
exit
again, get in our way.
39S, gaining access to tower.
Out of my way! Damn it! They won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies?
And here they come. Here come Devila and Popola again, ready to help us out.
You?
9S, we've been expecting you. The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
How about no? As implied with this joke ending,
Popola? What are you doing here?
this joke ending is we are going to run off and leave Devila and Popola to
Do all
die.
you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
No, we can't just abandon them. If we don't do
Oh,
something,
yes, we
they're gonna-
can.
Alert. Leaving the zone of combat would mean abandoning the androids. Devil
Oh,
and
yes, we
Popola.
can.
Damn.
We're doing this for a joke
Looks
ending.
like this is it. No.
Oh, and there's Song of the Ancients, Atonement. Oh. Of course, Devila and Popola died. Their lifeless bodies were found shortly thereafter, each clutched tightly in the other's arms. City escape. Nice Sonic Adventure 2 reference. Eh. Well, that was certainly tragic. Alright. So, now, what we're gonna do is we're going to finally enter the tower for real this time. Alright. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a short little Alright, everybody, I have returned. Now, we're ready to finally enter the tower for real this time. No more joke endings. We are going to the tower. Yep. City ruins, shade.
Tower subunit access granted. Tower subunit access granted.
Here we go.
Tower subunit access granted. Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the subunits.
Alright, all the subunits are active.
That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower. We look forward to...
Alert. Enemy caution level rising. Cause is most likely concern over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Out of my way! Damn it! They won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies? Wait, you?
9S, we've been expecting you. The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Alright, so now Devilet and Popola are gonna stay
What are
behind.
you doing here?
Remember your promise?
They're gonna help
What are you
us.
talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside. We've got this, 9S. You just focus on hacking.
Alright, we've got hacking.
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit its self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Oh no, Popola!
You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing
Enough!
algorithm!
Devil and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devil! Right.
Devila!
I hope you don't regret this.
Oh no. Devila and Popola sacrificed themselves. Alert. Data records discovered for units Devila and Popola. Do you wish to open this data now? Please, open it now. A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go, after all. Because our models, the Devila and Popola models, are defective. Record transitions into project's initial phase. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued us a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twin Devila and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest models, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair. We shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands. All for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Watch out! Devila staggers and falls into soft, yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. Guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles. The samurai smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now, quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Devila grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon, we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devila's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I check the circuitry to see if it can be repaired or replace the bandage and hope for the best. We have to be thorough for our sister. As expected, wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors, as well as some tools. And none of which is easy to find in a desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devila. At her, I smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show, as I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order, considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing. We both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny in a way. Such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Reports regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devila's sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. I wouldn't understand, even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devila crosses her legs and scowls. The black scrawl took another victim, she says. That's free this month. It's spreading way too fast. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. The shout makes me jump, just a little, but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. You shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay. I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail... Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black sprawl started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. Like the wind. Popola and I would go to the observation, act like it was all okay. We'd talk to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world. But at nights, we just hold each other and stare at the horror of it all. I'm glad you're here with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I replied softly. Did humans see this coming? Is this why you made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply, even if we're of no use ourselves. Things will still work out if other observers can pull through. Don't worry. It's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devila and Popola models from another town. The wind rubs my cheeks. The sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devila loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again. And we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left. And yet, she continues to smile. Also, I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious. Beyond fury, I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it. Then she smiled, and all that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed. All due to the actions of Devila and Popola models from another town. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find, and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devila and Popola models, who'd snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance. But even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. But first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn. We endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution. But in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister, Devila, met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts, something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed. Everything went red, and then she smiled at me. "It's okay, sis. There's nothing we can do." But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devila and I left town that same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. The cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. We smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march, because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little, anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devila and Popola were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devila being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I want to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devila. And for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky and stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devila? I'm alright as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together to try and retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday, but we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert. A new camp. If we can just get there, I can finally fix Devila's leg. And yet, I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? reach out. I reach out and touch Devila's cheek. The rain flows down her cheeks like tears. I reach over and gently wipe it away. She smiles, seems surprised. There's no point in doing that, you know, she whispers. But there is, because I swore to myself that I would stay with her forever. For that is the fate. We twin androids have been assigned. Oh. The failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future android production designs. Following the incident, the Devila and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt.
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devila and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative.
Oh.
Query: why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
I don't care. I just have to kill them all.
Alright, here we are. We are at the tower. This is the final stretch of the game, folks. Well, the final stretch of Route CD.
Corrupted Yorha units!
It's another dead Yorha unit, infected by the logic virus. But they never had a chance. Now what's in this locked chest? Project Gestalt Report number 9. That was one of the heavy armored units.
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services. We're so pleased you've chosen to visit the tower today. Don't forget about the special prize for the guest who unlocks the last subunit in the room just ahead. You're going to love it.
I'm gonna kill you.
Alright, this next part's going to be, a little crazy. Are you guys ready for it? Alright. Alright, I'm gonna assume the silence in the chat is a yes. Now, I'm gonna use a Type 4O fists for this encounter.
Two B models? I'm glad I got to see you here. I truly am. I'll tear you apart. Every last one of you!
He doesn't move like that.
2B! Don't worry, I'm going to
Real
kill you
2B.
now!
It's nothing like you want. She's not a doll.
Alert. Enemies detected.
Still a straggler.
Still a few stragglers, huh?
No.
Alert. The structure known as the tower has opened its gate.
Let's check it out.
Well, hold on. I want to pop back to the amusement park first to see if we're ready to take on a certain somebody. If we're able to take out this certain somebody, then we'll get a lot of XP from it. And besides, I still haven't seen A2's reaction to Pascal after the memory reset. I want to see her perspective. Alright, first we're gonna save progress. And, second thing second. Alright, we have quick save. We're gonna swap over to our skills. We're gonna go plug-in ships. We're gonna equip that. Now, we are gonna quick save one last time. And we're gonna try and wake up a boss. It's an optional boss, but still. It's a very good way to get a lot of XP in and level up close to the end of the game.
Better shut off your pain circuits.
Okay.
What? Is that all?
Alright, activate Berserker mode, and we are going to, constantly attack this thing and wake it up. Hey, it's awake!
Proposal. Defeat the giant machine lifeform.
Now, important thing to note is that this thing is a level 80. Alright, we're gonna perfect dodge through that. Look at that, I am on fire. Hey, welcome back! Man, I am on fire. It would appear so. It's alright. At least you'll be here for it. Besides, everybody can always catch the video after the fact once I timestamp everything, so I suppose it's all alright. Still, I do wish everybody could have been able to join in. And I understand, I mean, schedule conflicts and all of that jazz.
Gonna show me a good time. More of you want to get killed, huh?
There we go, level 74. It's over.
Has been neutralized.
Power up part L. Yeah. In the end, it's all right. Now, what we need to do is we need to make our way back to Pascal's village. Or more after what's left of it, because I do want to see A2's perspective. We saw 9S, we saw his perspective, and he's not too happy about the destruction of Pascal's village.
I've gathered up some of the junk from this place. What do you think? Not that I'm sure what any of this actually does, or why it was left here in the first place.
Oh. And A2 isn't even happy about this. Oh. Man. what can I upgrade? We've got meteorite. A lot of stuff requires meteorite, oddly enough. Alright, machine axe is done. Phoenix dagger, that's another one, so 1 meteorite. Oh, okay. I never knew either. Ah. Man. Alright, so we've got Demon's Cry, we've got Angel's Folly, we've got the Machine Spear, but we don't have the materials to upgrade that anymore. There's Cruel Arrogance, Virtuous Dignity. Alright, so we have no more weapons to upgrade at the moment. And we'd also need to, you know, be level 99 in order to go after the Emil heads, because Emil himself, he's a level 99, so if we challenge him without being level 99, as I've said, he would steamroll us. Alright, here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to fast travel back to the Resistance camp one last time. I need to see if we can upgrade our pod. And if we can do that, then great. Make the climb. She is also going to be exploring the tower. Again, pardon the lag, you guys, but alright. Here we go. Alright, upgrade. Oh, we can upgrade Pod A. So now Pod A can get upgraded into the best possible upgrade level. So now with that out of the way, we've got Pod C and Pod B. Hit CB. Alright. Quick save. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to head to the tower. But first, we're going to pet pod.
Proposal. Continue to provide care for this pod. Proposal. Continue to provide care for this pod. Report. Affinity increased. Gratitude confirmed. Your affinity with this pod has risen. Report. Pleasant. Gratitude confirmed. Your affinity with this pod has risen. Gratitude confirmed. Your affinity with this pod has risen. Proposal. Continue to provide care for this pod. Proposal. Continue to provide care for this pod. Report. Affinity increased. Report. Pleasant. Report. Pleasant. Report. Affinity increased. Report. No damage detected. Gratitude confirmed. Your affinity with this pod has risen. Performance at regular intervals appreciated. Gratitude confirmed. Your affinity with this pod
Sadly,
has risen.
that's never... that's not a thing. Pods can't do that.
Gratitude confirmed. Your affinity
They're
with this pod
sadly
has
just
risen.
little, boxes.
Performance at regular intervals appreciated. Performance at regular intervals appreciated. Report. Satisfied. Report. Affinity increased. Proposal. Continue to provide care for this pod. Performance at regular intervals appreciated. Report. Satisfied. Proposal. Continue to provide care for this pod.
Right, here we go.
Y'all come back now!
A2, right?
Oh,
We
no.
went ahead and
And Emil
opened the
is ruining
tower.
the tender
9S
moment.
is already inside. I see. A2, right? We went ahead and opened the tower. 9S is already inside. I see. Say, did we manage to help?
Yeah. You sure
You
did,
did.
Devila. Popola. You sure did manage to help. Yeah, it is a little surprising to see A2 doing this,
Gratitude confirmed. Your
but
affinity with this pod has risen.
it is pretty cute.
Report. No damage detected. Report. Satisfied. Gratitude confirmed. Your affinity with this pod has risen. Report. Pleasant.
Alright, we're up here investigating the tower. Uh-oh. Got more, lag going on.
Report. Pleasant.
This is a Yorha corpse.
Hypothesis. The corpse is likely a result of Yorha Unit 9S's advance through the area.
Oh,
Let's
it most
go.
certainly is.
Performance at regular intervals appreciated. Report. Satisfied. Gratitude confirmed. Your affinity with this pod has risen. Report. No damage detected.
What's the purpose of this structure?
Unknown. Proposal. Gather additional data.
Someday I need to teach you how to be helpful.
Meteorite. Hey, we need meteorites. Yep, meteorite to perform some of the final weapon upgrades. Man, I am honestly surprised at how much meteorite is required. Pyrite. More pyrites. silver ore.
Report. Satisfied. Proposal. Continue to provide care for this pod. Report. No damage detected. Gratitude confirmed. Your affinity with this pod has risen. Report.
Now, if you
Satisfied.
pet your pod enough times, it will have a special message.
Report. Satisfied.
Since we are pretty close to the end, I think we should try and max out our affection right now before it's too late.
Report. Affinity increased. Report. Satisfied. Performance at regular intervals appreciated. Report. No damage detected. Report. Pleasant. Report. Your affinity with this pod
There it
has
is.
reached its maximum level. Please note that excessive care is not necessary for combat-based activity. However, this unit has determined that it finds said excessive care most enjoyable. Pod 042 promises to protect your High Unit A2 in any situation. End report.
Aw, see, isn't that the cutest thing ever? That's why you pet your pods, folks. I don't want to hear any excuses out of anybody. Always, always pet your pod. It's the library.
What's up with this place?
Hypothesis. It is a representation of a library.
What's that?
A library is a data storage facility constructed by past human civilizations.
It's a small little office area. Would you look at that? And hey, little models of the machines, various machines we've defeated. Let's see, I recognize Adam and Eve, I recognize the ball machine. More than likely, yes. I see the little baby robot A2 impaled. We've got Yorha soldiers. We've got what looks like 2B. We've got, I think, Pascal and Grun. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's rather interesting that they've been collecting these little models of these machines. Strange, but definitely worth looking
I
into.
suppose we have to hack in to look at the data, yeah? Help me out, Pod.
Affirmative. Hacking interface access rights granted to your High Unit A2.
Peachy.
And well, this is also Route D depending on the choice we make. But as for what choice that is, well, you guys are gonna see when we get to the top of the tower. That's all I can say. Perhaps. Although this was back in 2017. Oh, Adam unit storage record, Eve unit storage record, Yorha communications interception record, Yorha server, human server, Oh my. It's a large collection of knowledge. A library index.
This tower looks like a data-gathering system for the machines.
Oh, it gets even deeper, A2. It is very deep as to what this is. I suppose I should say... Yep. Yeah. Human server records, infiltration route, dummy protection, genetic storage warehouse.
These records are from the human server on the moon. The machines hacked that deep into the system, huh?
Yep, they did. Alright, here we go. Patient health record. Heart echo, no abnormalities. C1, continuing chronic renal failure. C2, convulsive seizures in the diaphragm. C3, no vomiting. 4 milligrams luciferase. Preservation plan. The patient's condition makes further treatment impossible. A report will be submitted to management committee detailing courses of action in the event of the patient's death, focusing primarily on how that information is to be manipulated with respect to the original. As backup, in the event of a sudden worsening in the patient's condition, she is to be assigned 5 additional doctors. Class 1 patient health record.
Some records on old humans. Damn it, this is useless. There's too many of them. Huh? What's that? Operational summary of model number 2 in Project Yorha. This data.
Oh, there's our poor boy. Oh. And he's missing an arm. Oh, this scene always gets me. He wanted to feel her touch one last time.
I can't stop. I have to keep fighting.
It wasn't the real 2B, but still. It's as close as he'll get.
Virus detected in locomotion region. High probability that infection source is transplanted parts from corrupted units. Proposal: hack into self and eliminate virus.
On it.
95% of functionality restored.
Oh. Oh. Poor boy. He doesn't deserve to suffer like that. Project Gestalt Report 11.
Yorha Unit 9S. Yorha Unit 9S. Welcome to the tower. Welcome to the tower.
You bastards!
Because you made it this far, we have a special announcement just for you.
We'll reveal it once you destroy all the machine life forms here.
Oh! So it just knocked me off a cliff. Well, at least it's not a death sentence.
You did it. You did it. Now let us show you what we promised.
Top secret Yorha disposal?
This is Project Yorha. That means all of us. To be...
Now you know everything. Do you still wish to fight? We are conceptual human personalities created within the machine network. We cannot be destroyed. You're Unit 9S. Your attack is meaningless. Your existence is meaningless.
Shut up!
Alright, but we have new intel. We're gonna go with archives. That's Project Yorha, saved on the server. Yorha disposal, that's the one we need. The following materials document the final stages of the Yorha project. Note that this information is classified as level SS, meaning that it must not be disclosed to anyone involved in the Yorha project, including the commander of the bunker. Project 0301, Disposal of Yorha. The back door of the bunker has been set to open once the time approaches to switch to new models when enough combat data has been collected. The bunker will be disposed of by having it be deliberately attacked by machines. At this time, all materials regarding the Yorha project, including this document, will be lost, and falsification of the information that mankind still resides on the moon will be complete.
destroy them all of them.
And this tower!
Now, let me grab all those materials. Alright, here we go. But yeah, the materials do kind of look like onion rings, kind of, even though I'm not really an onion ring muncher still. Alright. Alright, here we go. It is time to climb to the highest levels of the tower. Alright, here's... Oh, Hoshi.
Who are they?
Power up part L, that's another one that we need. Now, it's time to, hit the elevator here.
Damn it!
Alert. Enemy hacking detected. Proposal. Retreat immediately.
The red girls.
Are you?
Good to see you again, number 2. Or should we call you A2 now? This does bring back memories. Though to concepts like us, time has little meaning. Still, when we wiped out your forces, it made quite the impression on us. You're attacker model number 2. An experimental disposable group created as a test lab for Project Yora.
Shut up!
Elevator full of blood. About that.
You're an obstinate landlord, aren't you? Didn't you say that you can't kill us?
Damn it!
Proposal.
What now?
Utilize the enemy's logical learning function to formulate a weakness.
I don't know what that means!
This pod has serious concerns about Unit A2's cognitive abilities.
Shut up and explain it already!
Said strategy would interrupt the enemy's logic circuits, causing a computational delay.
Meaning what?
Do not destroy the enemy.
Huh?
Striking at the logic circuit requires a certain number of enemies to remain extant for a certain period of time.
Oh, what the hell?
She just sounds so over it. So we're just supposed to let these red girls just constantly spawn in. We win by doing nothing.
Consciousness data saturation rate 30%.
Oh, these things are much worse than The Shining.
Consciousness data saturation rate 60%.
The androids the human race left behind acted as if they wanted to be human. The machine life forms the aliens left behind acted as if they wanted to be human. We resemble each other so, but we are networked, and thus we are superior to you.
Hypothesis. The enemy's defensive system is prompting an evolution of its logic.
Foolish androids. Why do you resist? All things end with accepting death, do they not?
Oh, there's more of them.
Consciousness data saturation rate 90%.
We are one, and yet we are many. We are finite, and yet we are infinite. We are the embodiment of the perfect being.
Hypothesis. The enemy has become aware of the diversity of life.
I see it. The light. We move on. Forward. To the future.
Consciousness data saturation rate 100%. Hypothesis. The enemy's consciousness has begun to fracture.
Oh, good. It's over. They're folding in on themselves. They're fading from existence. Thank God, it's over.
We need more evolutionary pressure. If we allow this android to continue living, we can create even more hardship for ourselves. Overcoming the crisis this creates will present an opportunity for our kind to evolve even further. We disagree. This android is dangerous. It must be destroyed immediately. Those who would doubt our victory are enemies. Do you truly think you can win?
The face. Oh, that face is just so creepy.
Analysis. The
The
saturated
grin.
consciousnesses are now in conflict with each other.
They're acting like humans.
And now we can just sit back and watch them kill each other. There's only one red girl left. And now we can take her out. The red girls are done. Alright, well, that's over. And now we can go up this elevator. Oh, we are not alone here, folks. It's Koshi, back for more.
Is this thing seriously still kicking?
Speculation. It is driven by remaining data located within enemy servers.
So this just keeps going until I kill them all? this thing going on about?
Analysis. It appears to be a leak of the enemy's past memories.
It's another one. Roshi.
You. I believed you. I believed you. Become a god. Become a god. Become a god. Who has become. Take their lives. Take their. Become as gods. As gods. As gods. As gods. Lose what is precious. Lost. Destroyed. So we destroy you too.
What's all this junk?
Speculation. It is a resource of some kind.
Used to make what?
Unknown.
Alright, we're at the top of the tower. And there's our boy. He is not happy to see A2. But for right now, they have to set aside their differences and work together to fight this thing. Now listen carefully.
This tower is a giant cannon that's aimed at the human server on the moon. If we don't do something, all of humanity's remaining data will be destroyed.
So what? None of it matters. Or didn't you know? We aren't required in this world anymore. Humanity is extinct. That moon server you're so worried about was invented to give us androids something to fight for. And Yorha was created to perpetuate the lie. But in order to make sure no one ever learned the truth, we were designed to be killed. They built a back door in the bunker and programmed it to activate after a certain amount of time. The commander, me, 2B, sacrificial lambs. All of us. Isn't that hilarious? Doesn't it make you laugh?
9S, we...
Shut up! You killed 2B. That's all we need to kill each other.
2B hated to keep killing you. It caused her so much pain. The 9S type is a high-end model. They knew you'd discover the truth eventually. But the model designation 2B was just a cover. The official designation is 2E. Number 2 type E. They were a special class of members designed to execute Yorha units. But you knew that, right, 9S?
Shut up! Shut up! What do you know? You don't know anything at all about us!
Proposal. Cease combat. Fighting her at this point would be
Pod
irrational
153. I order you to halt all logical thought and speech. This order shall remain in effect until you confirm the death of either myself or Unit A2.
Oh. Alright, guys, I'm gonna make a poll and leave it up to you. Alright, A2 is at 100%. I don't think anybody else is going to be voting, it's just the two of us, so we end poll now.
reduced due to hacking activity. Proposal.
Oh no, he's hacking in.
Damn it! Pod! Hack it!
Acknowledged.
Pod, we're going to repair 9S's logic circuits.
Acknowledged.
Tell me where to find the virus corrupting 9S.
Affirmative. Your HUD Unit A2. Core data for
Kind of.
9S is stored ahead. Alert. Severe virus corruption. Probability of successful deletion extremely low.
I think I know a way.
The idea under consideration is not recommended. This pod is a HUD tactical support unit. As such, it cannot approve of actions that would damage its supported unit.
You're not so bad, Pod. You know that?
Aw, she complimented Pod. You're not so bad, Pod. Uh-oh, we got more lag. Hold on. Alright, I think we're stable now. Or maybe not. Alright.
I'll take care of everything. Pod. Take care of 9S.
Oh.
What of you, A2?
I've still got something I need to do. You go ahead.
Acknowledged.
We've saved him.
I'm sorry. I never quite realized how beautiful this world is. I'm coming, everyone. I'm coming.
There we go, ending C. Right. How's everybody feeling after ending C? Oh, it most certainly does. That's ending D. It is. It's kind of a beautiful sadness. Such a beautiful song. Such a beautiful game, too. And look at that. Nice post-credits scene. But now we have chapter select. And a debug menu. And we have the debug room. We also have the machine research report. So we are going to save progress. And that's it, guys. That is ending C. Well, yeah, that's it, everybody. I'm gonna be calling it a night. That said, if you guys like what you saw tonight and you want to see more of what I'm doing, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. That way you'll never miss out on my latest adventures. And if you ever want to watch this again, I am going to be putting proper timestamps in here so that way you can get any parts that you may have missed. Now, we'll be continuing this on Saturday because we still have to get ending D, and now that we have chapter select, we can round out a few more joke endings. We can get our weapons upgraded, we can spike ourselves all the way up to level 99, carry out a few more things, and we'll likely be getting close to the true ending of this game very soon. Now, I may actually do some of the weapon upgrades and level grinding off-stream, just to help finish everything out and move everything along a bit faster, but until next time, this is Unit 102 Alpha, signing off. Thank y'all so much for watching, and if you watched until the end, now note that I will be live on Twitch tomorrow with Armored Core 6 PvP in honor of Throwdown Thursdays. Alright, I'll see you guys on Saturday. Have a good night.